Alright, welcome back to Mostly Movies. That was my Guinness opening, and I'm Quinn Wright. This is my buddy.
I'm Robbie. I'm going to be eating lasagna during this podcast.
We're super professional podcasters. Robby and I recently saw Blade Runner 2049 in IMAX, no less.
This would be my second time, actually, that he's referring to.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
This is pretty much going to be a Blade Runner 2049 dick-sucking session.
Yeah.
So bear with us. First thoughts, visually it is the most impressive movie I've ever seen. Visual effects are we were just talking about visual effects are getting more and more impressive all the time, with people being able to manipulate footage to make people seem like they're speaking different languages.
Yeah. And
people being unable to tell. This is one of those movies where it's like I couldn't tell what was practical, what was CG, what wasn't, what was real and what wasn't really. Like, I knew I was being lied to visually, but I couldn't see how. Like, I'm taking classes for visual effects, and our mic is a little too loud, I think, but I'm not gonna fix that. Fuck that. Hang on, I can fix that right now.
It's better to be loud than people not hearing you.
Not really. Actually, it's better to be slightly low.
Really?
Yeah, because you can pump that up, whereas if you overmodulate, it's unfixable.
Well, there you go.
So I'm going to lower our input a little bit more. And, podcasting. Very easy to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
If two schmucks like us can do it. Yeah. But anyway, visually it was the most impressive movie I've ever seen. And I know visual effects are getting more impressive time and time again. I mean, I also watched the original after watching this, which I hadn't in years. But, Jesus, this movie was so amazing. What were your thoughts, Robbie?
So 2001, I see Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring for the first time in theaters. I was blown away. It's like I discovered movies. I had that exact same feeling watching Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, it is. We've decided that it is both of our second favorite films of all time.
Yeah.
Robbie's being Lord of the Rings,
mm-hmm.
Mine being Seven, and really, we've also decided that that's really mainly because of the nostalgia of us always having said that they were our favorite movies.
Yeah.
Like, Seven's an amazing film. As I say, it's my favorite film of all time. But there are, it is partially because I think I've always said that it's my favorite film, and that's a rule I've set up logically in my head, that it is my favorite film of all time. That might be contributing to why I think it's my favorite film of all time. You know, autistics tend to be very rule-based in their thinking.
Also, I think nostalgia is a strong factor.
Nostalgia is incredibly strong, and I think nostalgia is part of that rule-based thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, yeah, especially on ASD people. Not to get into the whole thing about ASD and mental stuff. But back to Blade Runner, I thought that I don't get surprised by movies much anymore, because being a writer, I tend to not let my mind wander, but I tend to think a lot when I'm watching a movie about where it could be going. And I called Shutter Island during the mausoleum scene. I called Arrival, another Denis, I don't know how to pronounce his name. How do you say his name?
Denis Villeneuve.
Denis Villeneuve movie, which I really enjoyed. I did enjoy Arrival, but I knew where it was going around the halfway mark, which didn't affect my enjoyment of it, really. I just didn't get a sucker punch at the end, from the surprise. This movie surprised me. I'm not going to give away any of the twist, but it is one of the first movies in a long time to actually surprise me with anything. I've become kind of not desensitized. I guess desensitized is the best word to twists and really to visual effects, and this movie just blew me the fuck away. The original was great too, but I think this earlier we compared it to Aliens when we were talking Alien going into Aliens. I think it's something more than that, because Aliens, as I said, is a genre changer. It's changing from straight up horror slasher to action horror, which are kind of similar, or pretty similar. But this is staying within the same genre, just kicking it up a notch.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I can't say enough good things about this movie. It is such a goddamn shame that it was a flop.
Yeah.
It's in 5th now.
I think it's like number 5 or 6 in
Number
the box
5
office
in the
numbers.
box office. Yeah. That's probably one of the most important films of the decade.
And it made like, second weekend it made like half the money it made in the first weekend, so it's a very steep drop.
It's a goddamn shame. We were at the theater and Medea Boo 2 was in the theater. I thought it was in IMAX. It's like, why would you fucking IMAX that movie? But that's what the culture wants. It's easy to make cheaply.
Yeah.
So those movies will never flop, no matter how much we dislike the content. Those movies are flop-proof because they're cheap to make. They don't require a lot of planning or thought. No one
listens to reviews about them. They just go see them.
Yeah. Which, that's fine. Tyler Perry's found a surefire way to make money. Yeah. And I have no beef with him. He's actually not that bad an actor. I think, at least. I mean, I don't like the Medea character, but I've seen him in other stuff. Like, he was good in Gone Girl.
Yeah, he was really good in that.
He was good in that. He's a good actor, that guy.
And his brief appearance in Star Trek was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
He was one of the judges or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. He was part of, like, FleetCon or something. Mm-hmm. What else were we going to talk about? Robby... well, not Robby. I recently saw a short YouTube cut of the Babadook. Now, Robby has some choice words to say about the Babadook.
Yeah, it's not very good, despite what many people are saying about it.
I mean, I saw, like, a 40-minute cut, and which was just basically the main meat of it, and I thought it was decent enough, but I do recognize that the horror genre is kind of saturated with such shit that anything that is lightly interpretable as meaningful is heralded as amazing. So, I mean, I kind of liked it. I thought it had some interesting concepts. I really liked the police officer, the scene at the police station.
I don't remember that scene.
It was pretty creepy, I thought. And it had its moments. You know, you have to give it that.
Yeah, like the moment where like it shows her like from outside the window and she like turns and smiles. That was pretty creepy.
Yeah.
But I thought the parts that are supposed to be scary were like kind of funny to me. Like the fact that the climax when the Babadook is like going crazy, like it was defeated. It
uses the generic dinosaur sound that Windy City Heat uses.
Yeah, it's like why of all the sounds.
Yeah, it was not a good Foley decision.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, no, it's you can easily get much better quality sound effects these days.
Just make them, I'm sure. Like,
just go. Ah!
The Babadook is like an otherworldly thing. Isn't
yeah,
it? Just make some weird.
Hit
sounds.
Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. You were pointing me to their remake of the Halloween theme, which was spectacular. Which I
discovered randomly on YouTube.
I think I'm going to put that as the ending of this. Yeah.
I really hope that means that they're working on the new movie.
It probably does. Although no, I think it's just a collection of, and maybe who knows. I think it is just a collection of tribute to John Carpenter's music. I think that's the whole thing of that album.
It's a whole album?
It's a whole album, yeah.
Of their music or various?
No, not just them.
Oh, okay.
A lot of musicians, I think.
Who else is on it?
I don't remember. I didn't look that far into it, and you know. Oh, we were gonna make some jokes about the Babadook being in Australia. Shit, we didn't.
Oh well.
We really need to record things more.
Yeah, just record our conversations.
Yeah.
24/7.
Really, that'd probably be more interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else were we going to talk about? I lost my show notes because my phone is dead. But Babadook. Oh yeah, Ghost in the Shell. We were going to talk about how Blade Runner out Ghost in the Shell, the 2017 one. And I made the comment earlier that Ghost in the Shell was that Blade Runner was the Ghost in the Shell we needed, but Ghost in the Shell 2017 was the Ghost in the Shell we deserved.
Yeah,
even though we did like the 2017 Ghost in the Shell. Check out my no bullshit review of it, which I talk about the whole franchise. Although I wish I could have gotten more of the standalone complex stuff in there. Whatever.
Yeah, that could be a separate video.
Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
I try to use that line at every opportunity.
It's a great line.
Yeah.
The Departed has some great lines.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg stuff in particular.
I want to see the original Chinese.
Infernal Affairs.
Internal Affairs. Yeah.
I thought it was Infernal.
No, it's Internal.
Oh, okay.
It's 3 movies too. Tony Leung's in them, who I absolutely adore. I mean, You heard about Jackie Chan, right? About how he was complaining that Hollywood doesn't cast him in like romantic roles.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
And I had to make the point. He did that to himself. I mean, granted, Hollywood had something to do with it, but he also, in his Hong Kong days, never did romantic movies. Unlike Tony Leung, who fucking spread out and broadened his horizons. And he doesn't do a lot of American movies, but he's a great actor, that dude. Love that guy. We were also going to talk about how Ryan Gosling's a great actor, under the radar, kind of. Like, I feel that people don't feel he's a great actor.
Yeah, I feel like...
I feel people compare him to, like, Keanu Reeves, who is also a great actor, by the way. Go fuck yourself, anyone who thinks differently.
I feel like it's a case of, like, hipsteritis, for, like, people, because he's in popular movies, people automatically dismiss him.
Yes, that's definitely the case.
Yeah.
I think he's like he's like young Al Pacino in the fact that he's great at internalizing and doing like micro emotions, and just portraying a whirlwind of feeling underneath barely any movement in the face or expressions. He's very good at that.
Yeah.
I'd love to work with the guy at some point. Ryan Gosling, if you're listening, please, dude, love to have you in something. Harvey Weinstein, you want to talk about that? No, I don't, actually. Let's not.
I didn't read much about it.
I don't want to talk about it, actually. I don't know why I brought it up. Let's just say we don't like that shit.
No.
That's bad stuff.
I feel it's the beginning of an avalanche.
It is, probably. I mean, it's probably Cosby level shit. It's probably this level of Cosby. Which sucks. It sucks that people take advantage of their power, ever. I feel, that's a... I mean, it's not about what I feel, so that's why I'm not going to talk about it. It doesn't matter what I feel about it.
Mm.
It's objectively bad if if the allegations against Harvey Weinstein are true. It's simple. It's not a very... That Me Too shit really got to me, some of it.
Mm.
It's just like, oof.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
This is one of the few times that social media actually is like... I don't know, just a lot of social media trends seem annoying to me, but there's some cases where actually, like, it has weight to it,
Yeah, it definitely have weight. But I think that's all we're going to talk about that, because it's like, we shouldn't really be talking about it. This is not the podcast to be talking about that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of is, but not really.
Not to get too deep into it, just kind of mention it.
Yeah.
Because it is a major, story about movies.
And it's bad. It's bad. People doing that are bad.
Yeah.
And it's sad that complexities, like, I'm sure Harvey Weinstein has done some great work. He's produced some great things. He's made some amazing careers.
Yeah, most of Tarantino's movies were produced by him.
Yeah. But at what cost, Yeah. It's like, also think about the Holocaust movies. Schindler's List couldn't have been made if Hitler didn't do what he did. Because,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm getting at. I'm not even that buzzed yet, but whatever.
Oh yeah, you're drinking that Guinness.
I'm drinking that Guinness. But just
for
rambling.
such a big man, you're very lightweight.
I'm not even that lightweight. I'm just rambling because I don't know how to segue into another topic, even though we desperately need to. The Disaster Artist.
Oh yeah.
I saw a trailer for that recently. Looks great. Isn't Tommy Wiseau going to be in it?
I think I read that he might have a cameo in it.
Yeah, I read that too.
You know what? You know what'd be funny?
What?
I really hope it does well with like the Academy and stuff, because that would mean that Tommy would go to the Oscars.
Yeah.
And he would be interviewing the red carpet. I would love to see that.
That would be so
That would be
great.
the only reason to watch that fucking stupid pre-Oscars show.
Yeah.
Just to see Tommy get interviewed.
Oh my god, I've been on a kick of Tommy Wiseau memes lately. They're the greatest.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
Don't touch me, motherfucker.
Don't touch me, motherfucker. Get
I cannot tell you. It's confidential. Oh god, I love Tommy Wiseau.
Everybody betray me. I'm fed up
with
with this world.
The rest of this podcast should just be Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, just.
Oh man. What else were we going to talk about? I still have yet to upload last podcast, actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, I need to edit it and upload it, but that's behind the curtain shit. You saw Lure, you said.
The Lure, yeah, the Polish mermaid musical horror movie.
It's a musical.
Yeah, most of the dialogue is sung.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty
Craziness.
interesting. Craziness.
Craziness.
Yeah, I really liked it. I didn't think it was great, but I thought it was very entertaining.
Yeah, movies don't have to be great.
Yeah, just...
That's, again, I think, a problem with society. We've gotten so accustomed to greatness that, like, Justice League. We saw a trailer for that with Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure it's going to be pretty fun.
That's all it needs to be.
And I'm exactly sure that every nerd and their mother nerd is going to shit on it. Although Joss Whedon being attached to it, although he might not be as popular anymore.
No.
Which, fine, whatever. I'm fine with that. Because, fuck you, Cabin in the Woods. Joss Whedon really peaked with Firefly. And I say that with love. I love Firefly. But he's never been better than that.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of his work. I've only really seen the first Avenger. No, two Avengers movies and Cabin in the Woods, which he didn't direct. He only wrote.
Yeah, he's gotten way too self-indulgent with his characters being clever. Which was great at first, and then it's like, okay, I'm tired of this. I mean, it's kind of a microcosm of superhero movies in themselves. I'm like, they're great at first, and then it's like, okay, I'm kind of tired of this. So Joss Whedon is really the best director to do superhero movies. Because you just get tired of it. But yeah, Justice League looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about how Alfred is, or Jeremy Irons is the best Alfred. Because it's the truth, he is. Even though Michael Caine was great, Michael Gow was great, they've all been great, Jeremy Irons is the best. And Ben Affleck's really the best Batman, too.
Yeah.
Man, did I ever want to bully that kid at the theater? Where I wanted to help a kid bully another kid at the theater because he was saying one of his buddies was, I think a brother or something, was scared at Medea, and I just wanted to say, yeah, what a loser. I just wanted to call this kid a loser and bully him.
Yeah. Who's scared of that movie?
I mean, the kid was probably 10. So...
I don't know, as a 10-year-old, I would have been scared of it.
Yeah, but we're weird.
Yeah.
We watched The Ring around that age,
yeah.
So, grain of salt.
But you would think, kids nowadays would be desensitized to that kind of stuff.
Has there been any... Yeah, you'd think. Has there been any update on the Ring versus Grudge movie?
Like an American release?
Yeah. Is that even out in Japan yet?
Yeah, it was out in Japan. It came out
shit.
Last year, I think.
Shit.
But it's taken a while to get over here.
Yeah, that sucks.
But
there was a thing, you saw the baseball thing, right?
Baseball thing?
Where it was Samara pitching against Sadako.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty great. Yeah. I don't know why that's so... Oh, speaking of horror, a new Jigsaw movie coming out. I think the director follows me on Instagram.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I have some pretty cool people following me on Instagram, actually.
This one, I don't know. I'd see it, but I feel like I have to see the other sequels.
I don't even think... I think it kind of gives me a vibe of the first Saw movie for some reason. And I say this positively. I love the first Saw movie.
Yeah, the first one's great.
This one feels like a nice, fresh reboot. Like, I've only seen the first 3 Saw movies.
Yeah, same here. The third one was bad. I
didn't
like it.
And then
the second one was okay.
Yeah, as I say, the first one was great. Second one was okay. Third was stretching it. How I get it, because there's stretching in the movie. Yeah, I'm a comedian, people.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, I think this one kind of... Like, I was expecting it to look kind of... Like, no, Josh Stolberg, I think you do follow me on Instagram. No offense. I didn't think much could be done with the series. But this... It looks like he's actually breathed some decent life into it. Mm-hmm. I didn't think that would have been possible, but I do get vibes from of the first movie off of this trailer.
Yeah.
So, good job if it's good. I hope it is. I hope it's successful.
Yeah, that's one movie I won't listen to the critics on. Horror movies, I don't listen to critics.
Yeah, I don't listen to critics on many things. Back to Blade Runner.
Yeah. God
damn, those effects were nice. Like the scene, the conjugal scene with the hologram wife with Joy. That was like I couldn't imagine how they did that for some reason. Like it's like. It was the visuals on that movie were incredibly impressive, and I really enjoyed how they made him. We're gonna spoil some of the first movie because Deckard's obviously a replicant. We all know this. Mm-hmm. If you haven't seen the first movie, it's been 35 years. Go fuck yourself. But I liked that he knew he was a replicant from the get-go, and then. Well, I'm not gonna spoil anything by saying that, I might have kind of given hints to spoilers, but I'm not going to explicitly say anything. But yeah, it was. I loved that he had he knew he was fake.
Yeah.
Although fake is a weird word to say because he's an actual being. It's not like he's the AI wife.
Mm-hmm.
But her performance was so on point too.
Yeah.
Because it was just so, I don't know, I really got just really emotional about that connection they had. Like, at first I thought it was like, and then it keeps getting, like, so crazy good. That movie was crazy good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hesitant at first. I think
Yeah,
everyone was.
Everyone was hesitant, and that's a shame.
Yeah. But I think
It
most
worked.
people who did see it,
Anyone who saw it probably
were relieved within like the first 10 minutes, probably.
Yeah, and it's not like you even need to see the first one. You should, but it was. I hadn't seen the first one in years when I saw 2049, and it's like I didn't need to. It filled me in as much as I needed. Jesus, though, those visuals were incredible. Deakins was the
Deakins might finally win his Oscar.
I hope so, because that one other guy hasn't done anything this year, right?
The best now.
Yeah, I mean, I love that guy, but Jesus Christ, dude, it's like 3 years in a row, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give someone else a chance. He's like the Meryl Streep
Yeah, he won for Gravity,
DPs.
then Birdman, then Revenant.
Yeah, which all wildly deserved.
Yeah.
All completely deserved. But it shoved out like Sicario, which that sequel's coming out eventually. You think that's going to be good?
Is it the same writer? Is it?
I don't remember if it's Taylor Sheridan. It might be.
I think it is. I think I did see his film.
I think it is.
Online and did say that he was writing that.
Yeah, so I
have faith in it. Yeah, he's a very good writer.
He's a great writer. I really should watch Sons of Anarchy. I've seen like a couple episodes, and it's pretty.
You should see Wind River.
Yes. Oh God, I need to see that. Because I love Jeremy Renner. He's a great actor.
That's one of his best performances.
Yeah, that's hard to say because he's had so many good ones. I mean, man, I sounded sarcastic, didn't I, when I said that?
I didn't read sarcasm.
Because I really am a fan of Jeremy Renner.
You are, yeah.
But looking back, that's kind of sounded sarcastic. I mean, I can't think of a bad role he's really had. He's a great actor. I called that kid being a great actor. I'd say kid when he was like 40, around 26. But yeah, I called him back in 2003 with SWAT being great. I knew that kid was going to be a star. I'm good at that shit. Yeah, so...
what's funny? I predicted Ana de Armas, the actress in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
When I first saw her Knock Knock, I predicted...
Oh, that's who that was!
Yeah.
I knew I recognized her.
Yeah, she was the Cuban chick.
Yeah, she's the hologram wife.
Yeah.
She's so pretty.
Yeah. Like,
classically pretty.
Yeah, so when I saw Knock Knock, I was like, I have a feeling that she's going to be...
Yeah, she's going to be in something big. Yeah. And unfortunately, it was a flop, but, it was a great...
Hopefully it doesn't hurt her career.
I hope not. She's good.
Yeah.
Everyone was so good in that movie. I really liked the police chief, too. I mean, it's hard to pick and choose who was... They were all amazing. I mean, this is the best performance Harrison Ford has given...
Yeah, he
period.
Because he loved the script, so he gave a shit about this movie.
Yeah, this was the best performance he's given.
Yeah.
Oh, thoughts on the new Star Wars stuff. I think, I'm making a prediction right now, Kylo Ren does not kill Leia. She dies anyway, but he doesn't pull the trigger on it. And I also think, the people are saying that they think that Rey's going to the dark side. I don't think that's the case. She's teaming up with Ren, but I think it's him going to the light side.
You think they do that in the second movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the ultimate enemy is Snoke. The ultimate enemy is Snopes.com. But I do see them... He's gonna be a good guy. Kylo Ren's gonna be a good guy. And I think they're gonna play their hand on this movie. And... Yeah, that's my prediction, at least. I could be wrong. I have no insight.
Because the thing about these Star Wars trailers is that they're filled with misdirections.
Yeah.
So maybe that scene where he's holding out his hand to her, do you think that's maybe when he comes to the light side?
It's him trying to get her to the dark side, I'm sure. But she's doing it to get him to the light side. Because I'm entirely sure they're related. They're cousins. They gotta be. I'm sure of it. Although, no, maybe not.
Oh yeah, they did reveal that they were going to release. They did say that they're going to reveal Rey's parentage in this movie, I believe.
Yeah. It's not Luke. They're not actually related then, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know.
I had a short-lived theory that she was actually a daughter of Han and Leia.
No. They would have mentioned
Like I said,
that.
short-lived.
Yeah, but why that shouldn't have even popped in your head.
No, but there were things that led me to believe that. I can't really think of them right now, but when I was watching the movie.
Did you hear about that theory that Han's the one who pulls the trigger on Ren's lightsaber?
Yes, I did hear that.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Why am I doing that? I'm Segway King. That was an interesting theory. I think it might be a thing. Who knows? Rogue One. Let's talk about Rogue One. That movie ruled.
I put that on at work yesterday.
Yeah, you just saw Airplane for the first time, a bit of it.
I wouldn't say I saw it, but I saw parts and they were very funny. I need to watch the whole thing.
It's a very funny movie. It's classic Zucker Brothers.
So, Rogue One. Airplane.
Rogue One.
Airplane.
Back to Rogue One. This is Segway King.
Yeah.
Rogue One was great. And Gareth Edwards, I'm sad that he's not going to be continuing that franchise because of the ending of Rogue One.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be back for another Star Wars movie, but I kind of doubt it.
No,
I think Star Wars is going to become I think Star Wars is going to become a new Aliens franchise, a breeding ground for young directors, which I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, it's like how Aliens used to. Alien was Ridley Scott's second film. It was James Cameron's second film. Although it was the first one he wrote.
Okay.
He wrote Aliens first, then he wrote Terminator, and Terminator got him Aliens. Then it was Fincher's first film. Although Fincher also worked on Return of the Jedi. Wasn't he... I heard somewhere he was approached to direct Last Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been really not a great choice.
No.
As much as I think Fincher's one of the most talented directors on Earth, he's not the one you want directing your Star Wars.
No.
I mean, I'd be interested in seeing it if he did, but... It's not
like you always hear about these projects he's doing with Disney and stuff. He's not the right...
He's not the right fit, guys. I mean, he's talented enough to do it, but let him have his thing. Let him be who he is. I still want to see that in Mindhunters. I haven't been on Netflix in a long time.
Yeah, I need to see it too. My streaming quality, as you know, is terrible.
Yeah. Did that Bright movie, or was it a movie or series? Bright, the thing with Will Smith, David Ayer did?
Oh yeah, that was a movie.
Did that come out?
No, I didn't hear anything about it.
Kevin Vance was in that. It might have come out. Man. David Ayer.
Just let the audience know that was...
That wasn't a fart. I'm sorry. I would call it if it was, but it wasn't.
That was his fart.
I mean, I could have just edited that out.
Yeah.
There was nothing else but silence.
Fan theories.
Yeah, fan theories. Is Quinn actually just farting on mic? Like, am I stealing a bit from Cumtown? Stavros Halkias, I apologize.
Yeah,
no.
there's a drinking game where they listen to our podcast and figure out every fart noise is by Quinn.
Yeah. I don't want to get into a war with Cumtown people. Because a lot of those are the old O&A pests.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I love Cumtown. I would never try to steal a bit from them. Cross promotion, Nick Mullen. Very funny dude. Nick Mullen, Stavros Halkias. If you haven't heard of Cumtown and you've heard of this, check out Cumtown. It's very funny. Yeah. Promoting other podcasts on our podcast. Let's do that.
Yeah. Don't listen to this one. Listen to the other one.
Listen to Cumtown.
Listen to Antonio Gutierrez.
Yes.
Movie Talk News with Antonio.
Movie Talk News with Antonio Gutierrez. I'm so glad he's on YouTube now.
Support that guy.
He's good. I mean, there's obvious things that could be taken as us watching him ironically, but,
there's a sense of that, but honestly, I really like the guy.
Yeah, he's a nice dude. He's a nice enough dude. And he knows his shit.
Yeah.
He's, he just kind of has a speech impediment.
Yeah, well, not kind of, he really does.
Yeah,
but
I'm being
he's
nice.
passionate, and that's
he's
what I
passionate.
want. All these people on YouTube are talking about movies, they're so boring.
I hate it when someone just tells us the plot of a movie in a review.
And also they try to be nostalgic critic, but they get angry. They
yeah.
Fake
oh
angry.
God, I hate Doug Walker so much. Yeah, but really, that is why I structure No Bullshit Reviews as I do. That's
positive.
It's positive. It's movie recommendations, but also I assume that you're going to watch it. I don't want to spoil things really.
You know your audience. You know
I know
who
my
your
audience.
demographic is.
Yeah, I'm very good at knowing my demo, which is people I know personally. Because I'm, as I said in my my Halo review, I'm garbage at marketing people. I should be great at marketing. I have the mind for it, but I am just so garbage at it. Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Favorite Halloween movie?
Halloween.
Yeah. Halloween filmed in our hometown.
Yep.
Yeah, Halloween's a good movie. Again, Seven, my favorite film of all time. Great movie. Great film. You think they're ever going to touch the Silent Hill franchise again in film?
They might.
I was watching the second one recently. That's really stupid.
I know they're going to do another Resident Evil reboot.
Yeah.
Well, not another, but they're going to reboot it.
Yeah. Well, technically, it's another reboot because there's the CG.
Oh, yeah, the CG. Yeah.
There's the live action. I mean, there's a theme park ride movie called Biohazard 4D Executor. It's only in Japanese. And it's CG from before Final Fantasy Spirits Within. It's not good. Because it's budget, although the concepts are interesting, and I'd love to see someone do like a remake or something, like I'm writing currently. Hint, hint, producers or people who can animate. But yeah.
What do you think the new Resident Evil movie should cover? Should it be?
You know what would be interesting? No, it shouldn't. It probably will be, but it'll probably be. You know what would be interesting? This has always been my thing with Resident Evil, is stuff like, I'd love to see a miniseries about just daily BSAA activities. Like, I had this idea of, like, Monster Hunters. Like, that's why I really wanted to like Monsters Dark Continent, because that was kind of the whole vibe it gave me, was that just regular troops, like, regular dude troops hunting monsters.
Yeah, but too bad.
And
it's terrible.
Yeah, it was not good. Although, I think it was...
I hated it. This comes from a big monster movie.
Yeah, it was kind of boring. But I'm sure the first one was great.
Yeah, the first one was really good. Great debut.
Yeah, great debut. But yeah, I think a miniseries following the BSAA would be awesome, or the UBCS or something would be awesome. I would definitely try to write something for that, which I'm also doing. But as far as films go, I think they should probably... They're probably going to follow 4, the games, from 4 on. Mm-hmm. They're going to forget about Raccoon City. They're not going to forget about it, but they're going to say, you know what, you already know about Raccoon City from all the other movies.
Yeah.
Let's go with 4 on. That might be interesting, if they do that. I have no clue what they're going to do.
Yeah. Okay, here's a good question. Who would you pick to direct it?
Paul Anderson. Paul W.S. Anderson.
You want him back?
I want him back.
Don't you want
But I want him
more
2002 era.
Oh, 2002.
I want old Paul W.S. Anderson back.
So like the style of the first Resident Evil?
Yeah. The first Resident Evil is a fine movie.
Probably the best video game movie.
The best video game adaptation, yeah. Besides maybe Halo, Forward Unto Dawn, which was... because the company that made the games made that,
yeah.
So... Although still, it wasn't even... I'd put Resident Evil above that still, yeah.
How about Mortal Kombat?
Combat rules.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I was recently listening to the High Society radio commentary on it. That was funny as hell. But apparently, like, the choice of Johnny Cage fighting Goro was, like, a pretty deliberate one, because it was really hard to beat Goro as Johnny Cage in the game. Because he doesn't have any long-range attacks or anything. Man, they nerded out about it quite a bit, actually, because they played the games.
Yeah.
I kind of want to play the newer Mortal Kombat games.
They're fun.
I'm sure. I like Injustice 2, which was by the same company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I think this one's winding down.
Yeah.
All right.
Good talk, though.
Good talk. Do it again sometime.
Yeah.
Anyways, hopefully this one will be uploaded soon. If you're hearing this, it's uploaded, so
yeah,
I don't know why I'm saying this. Hopefully the last one won't just be lost to the ether forever and nothingness. I don't know, I'm a little buzzed right now.
Really?
No, not really, I'm lying.
Okay.
Anyways, go see Blade Runner 2049 in IMAX if you can.
Support. Give this movie all your money.
All your money. All the money you can. Buy the soundtrack. Buy everything.
Pre-order it on Amazon.
Buy posters. I want to get that Blade Runner poster you were talking about.
Yeah.
I need to put up my posters too. My Ghost in the Shell poster. My Hardboiled poster.
Oh, the Hardboiled.
Yeah, Hardboiled poster's nice.
They don't have any more of this. Come on.
That sucks. Yep. Alright. Peace!